Ladies and gentlemen, now introducing the international referees. First referee, Mr. Daniel Dallas from Mexico. Second referee, Mr. Roberts from Australia. Ladies and gentlemen, now please rise. 女士们、先生们，请起立。And now play national anthem of USA. 奏美国国歌。
It is the last of the two semifinal matches in the 2025 Men's Under-21 World Championship right here in the Jiangmen Sports Hall, province of Guangdong, southern China. Thanks for watching our coverage on Volleyball TV. The defending champions, Iran, looking for their third championship, and they'll take on the contenders, the USA, with a golden opportunity to get into the finals match for the first time in history. The best finish for the U.S. was fourth back in 2011. They lost to Serbia in the battle for third place. Meanwhile, for Iran, defending champions, they won it in 23. They won it as well back in 2019. So they've won two championships in the under-21 competition. Look at the eager fans wanting to find out who will join Italy in the finals. Italy beating the Czech Republic earlier today in the first of two semifinal matches. Iran currently undefeated, number one team in Pool B. USA also undefeated, number one team in Pool A. As you take a look at the starting lineup of Coach John Hawks IV, it's the same six that won it in 5 sets versus France. Cole Hartke, Travell Jordan, Sterling Foley, team captain Sean Kelly, the setter Tread Rosenthal, and Jackson Christ. Yesterday, Sean Kelly powered the team with 21 points, followed by Cole Hartke's 19. Sterling Foley chipped in 12, while Travell Jordan came up with 11 points. So 4 players in double digits for the USA when they took down France in the quarterfinals. That's a big task ahead today for Coach John Hawks IV. Will take on the defending champions, although no one from the 2023 team remains in the lineup of head coach Golaremza Momeni Moghadam. And still, they are the team to beat here. Top of the class in Pool B, undefeated. They've only dropped 5 sets. They're on a 20-game winning streak since 2023. That's how solid this team is. Starting lineup, a minor tweak. Taha Bebudnia is in the starting lineup along with Emran Jili. Sayed Tabate is their starting libero. Ali Mombeni, Sayed Matin Aryan Nejad, and Armin Gelich Niazi. The small change is Mombeni is in the starting lineup, replacing Puya Aryakha, who will come off the bench today. Ali Mombeni, number 11. Let's see what he can bring to the fore for Coach Momeni Moghadam, 47 years old, been the coach of the under-21 team for the last 4 years, and so far his program has been extremely successful. Got the team 2 championships in the under-21 World Championships. And there is Ali Mombeni in the starting lineup today after coming off the bench in their 3-set win versus China yesterday. Ali Mombeni is 6'5", 20 years old. Poured in 34 points. One of just a handful of players who've scored 30 or more in this year's championships. And we're off. Opening set, semifinals. They are pushed by Sean Kelly. Kelly gets it back. Blocked again. Excellent defense by Iran to start off the opening set. Travell Jordan getting the first point for the white shirts. Tread Rosenthal. A sharp and quick set to Travell Jordan. Jordan just 19 years old. Yesterday, his 3rd game in double digits with 11. Here's a chance ball for the USA. Back row Hartke, got it. Cole Hartke, 2nd leading scorer yesterday in the quarterfinals for the USA with 19 points. Was a starter in all 5 sets. Hartke, one of the tallest players in the lineup of Coach John Hawks at 6'10". 2-0 start for the United States. Set up by Jili. A block versus Mombeni. An attempt from Sayed Matin. Back row Hartke again. Save is good. Excellent floor defense for Iran. Combination play. And Sean Kelly drills it in. A fiery start for the offense of the Americans. Opening set of the semifinals against the defending champions, Iran. Here's another look and the Hartke kill. So Hartke, Jordan, and Kelly, each with a point apiece for the United States. Even Steven, balanced scoring. And net touch, going to be called on Sean Kelly. First error of the match coming from the USA gives Iran their first point of the opening set. The 19-year-old Sayed Matin to serve. 48.9% efficiency on attacks, coming off a 14-point performance in the 3-set win against China yesterday. Short pass. Kelly down the line. Got it right in the face of Emran Jili, the setter of Iran. John Hawks the fourth with thumbs up. Kelly, one of the oldest in the lineup on the USA at 20 years old. Rosenthal serving. He's got a full front line now for the USA. Jili sets it up. A nice, solid one-on-one block as Cole Hartke is fired up. First monster block of the game coming from the USA. And it's a 5-1 lead for the United States. Early timeout here for Iran. So 4 attack points for the United States, 1 block point. And that's the 5 points they have on the board. Meantime, Iran 0 attack points. And the only point they have coming from an error by the USA. 5-1, biggest lead, United States versus Iran. Jili. Beautiful swing by Ali Mombeni for the first attack point of Iran. Look at how Mombeni goes high up in the air, towering above the blockers. Armin Gelechniazi, former best middle blocker in the 2024 AVC Champions League and Under-20 Asian Championship. Rosenthal goes to the back row. Foley, yes. Sterling Foley had his struggles yesterday against France. And he's off to a good start today. Finding the corner pocket, Sterling Foley with his first point of the game. Sean Kelly with 2 attack points, serving at 6-2. Perfect pass. And another Mombeni kill. All of the attack points of Iran coming from the 20-year-old Ali Mombeni, playing in his first official tournament. There he is. Standing 6'5", 57% attack efficiency. Short pass coming from Christ. Foley with a drop. Good save from Iran. A chance ball for the Americans. Rosenthal goes back to Foley. Foley with another drop. Sterling Foley, 2 for 2 so far here in the opening set. 4-point lead restored for the United States. Jackson Christ now. 9 points yesterday versus France in a 5-set win, quarterfinals. Jili jump set. Saved by Christ on the hit by Nejad. And that one outside. Save attempt no good for the USA. No confusion there between Rosenthal and Foley, causing the mistake on the side of the white shirts. 4 serving 7. Back row, bang! Sean Kelly delivering another pipe attack. Hartke serving, that's way outside. That's the first service fault for the Americans. They've got 3 errors already, so that's 3 of the 5 points of Iran. Taha Bebudia with a serve. Tough chase for Rosenthal. Hartke back row. No good. Iran, that's their first block point today. They're coming off a 17 block point performance versus China, so they're a solid team at the net. Americans better be careful not to get Iran going defensively at the net. That one coming from Armin Gelichniazi, the block for Iran. 2-point game. Iran down by as many as 4. They've cut the deficit in half. Another block. Gelichniazi with back-to-back monster blocks. And it's a 1-point game, eliciting a wry smile on the face of Coach Golamreza Momeni Moghadam. Defense of Iran suddenly stepping up. And Armin Gelichniazi with 2 points, all coming from monster blocks, and a chance to tie. Not the case, as Bebudnia serves it outside. First service fault for Iran. Sterling Foley to serve. Could receive, Gili. And again, from that angle, Ali Mombeni, virtually unstoppable. Mombeni with 3 points. Emran Gili, the starting setter, 19 years old, averaging 24 excellent sets per game. Hartke, yes, Hartke again, right on the lap of Arya Nejad. Now Cole Hartke picking up his 3rd point of the game. Travell Jordan serving, Americans up by 2. They led by as many as 4. Armin Gelichniazi, this time his first attack point after delivering 2 block points for Iran. It's a 1-point game. This one has the makings of a classic, ladies and gentlemen. Sayed Matin, the 19-year-old, former best outside hitter in the 2022 Under-18 Asian Championships. Off speed for Hartke. Hartke, everything he touches turns into a point. 4 points now for Cole Hartke. Also just 19 years old, and a really bright future ahead for Hartke wherever he decides to pursue his passion for volleyball. Fred Rosenthal serving. Great pass. Gili all the way out to Nejad. Nejad with a drop. And the offense of Iran starting to pick up now. 5 attack points for Iran, 9 for the USA, but it's just a 1-point game. Iran really stepped it up defensively. They've got 2 block points already. Excellent tip. Nejad only 6'4" against a 6'10" Hartke. What a set. That was a bullet from Rosenthal to Christ. Christ with his first point of the game. Take another look here. Outstanding setting by Fred Rosenthal. Sean Kelly serving at 12-10. Opening set semifinals. That is service fault number 2 for the Americans. That's 4 errors in total for the USA, keeping Iran within striking distance. Mombeni, Iran's top scorer with 3 points. There's Foley answering with a side out. Foley with 3. He's off to a hot start. Served by Jackson Christ is outside. That's service fault number 3. 5 errors for the USA already, only 1 for Iran. They're keeping it clean. Iran had 20 errors against China. Meanwhile, the USA, 30 errors against France in a 5-set win. Iran's win versus China, only 3 sets yesterday. Rosenthal, this time to Travell Jordan, popped up by Mombeni. Gili back to Mombeni. Their block touch. Yep. says Daniel Gonzalez, our first referee out of Mexico. Mombeni is on a roll. Yeah, 4 points already. Top scoring for Iran. $13-all. First deadlock of the opening set. Rosenthal, combination play. Foley unties the score. USA back on top by 1. That's the ritual for Cole Hartke, always taking a deep, long breath right before a serve. Great pass, Gili back to Mombeni. Over, dig goes over. And the answer coming from Syed Matin goes awry. That hit going long, so the USA back up by 2. Second attack fault for Iran. So break point for the USA. Another serve for Cole Hartke. This one into the net. Service fault number 4 for the USA. Iran's been getting a lot of free points here, and they've been capitalizing on it. Just down by 1. Taha Bebudnia with a serve. Oof. But Iran returns the favor. Service fault number 2 for Iran. Still, this set could swing either way. Initially, it looked like the USA had momentum at the start of the set, but Iran started to get it going with their defense, and now their offense following suit. Syed Matin making up for the attack fault prior by bringing the boom. Matin with his first point of the game. Good pass coming from Foley. Foley is rejected. Larson with coverage. Foley again, blocked again. And Gelich Niazi wagging his finger. Another monster block for Iran. That is block number 3. First block for Matin. I beg your pardon, first block for Armin Gelichniazi. What a hit. Cole Hartke bouncing it off the blockers and sending it way beyond the A-boards. So check that. Armin Gelichniazi, that's his second block of the game. He's got 3 points, second leading scorer for Iran. That is Trevel Jordan. Jordan with a point already, 1 attack point. Good pass. What an adjustment in midair by Syed Matin, his second point of the game. Second deadlock of the opening set. Iran looking for the lead here. Oh, another point thrown away. That is service fault number 3 for Iran. They're catching up with USA's 4 service faults, which explains partly why they have not been able to take the lead here at all in set number 1. USA serving on top by 1. Good receive. Off the block, Ariad Nejad picks up his second point of the game. Nejad, another 19-year-old, just like Matin. And Gili for the lineup of Iran. 18-all, another serve for the lead, this time by Gelichniazi. Rosenthal, Hartke with a push. Here's a chance for that attack point. Mombeni You get it? No! Momeni misses. It is outside. Opportunity to take the lead wasted. Or I'd rather say missed by Iran. They've been trying. There's a timeout here. Somebody's calling a timeout, or they're trying to clear it up with Coach Golemreza Momimoghadam. There is instead a challenge, not a timeout. All right. I think it's ball in, ball out challenge. That's what they're going to look at. And it's in. Challenge successful. Iran will take the lead here. They're going to have to redo that score. Should be 19-18 Iran, if memory serves. There it is. First lead for Iran here in the opening set of the semi-final matchup against the USA. Defending champions on top for the first time. Galic Niazi serving. Oof. A very short-lived hold of the lead with Iran's fourth service fault, tying the 4 service faults of the Americans. And a race to score 6 points in this opening set. Sean Kelly serving. Good receive considering the angle. Mombeni again. This time Mombeni gets it. Iran back on top by 1. Mombeni with 7. What a good decision for Coach Momimoghadam to put Mombeni in the starting lineup in the place of Aryaka. There's Mombeni. 7 points off 6 attacks and 1 block. Hartke blocked. 1-2 for Iran. That hit by Batin, blocked. Mombeni. That one outside. You love the gusto of Iran's offense. These kids are unafraid of the moment, of the challenge. Another, speaking of, challenge for Iran here. And this one clearly out from Mombeni. So 1 challenge remaining for Iran. $20 all. Race to 25. Jackson Chris to serve for the USA. Mombeni pushing. Blocked by Travell Jordan. Gili. A nice hit for Aryan Nejad. Nejad puts Iran back on top by 1. 3 points for Aryan Nejad. Getting it by the armpit of Cole Hartke. Now Nejad to serve. Oof. Now Iran with more service faults than the USA. They started off more conservatively when it comes to this statistic. Not anymore. 5 service faults for Iran, only 4 for the USA. Hartke sending it outside as well. So the USA will not be outdone when it comes to service faults. Substitution for Iran as the former starter Puya Aryaka checking in, replacing Emran Gili, starting setter. Also checking in Shayan Merabi for Iran, replacing Taha Bebudnia. So there's Shayan Merabi, 19 years old. Didn't play in that quarterfinal win against China. Scored 11, his highest scoring game in the tournament versus Canada. Floater of a serve. Rosenthal sets it. Back row is outside for Sean Kelly. And this is the biggest lead for Iran, up by 2. USA will talk it over. So 1 timeout remaining for the USA. Iran also with 1 timeout left. Coach John Hawks, the fourth, in a spot of trouble, down by 2 points, his biggest deficit. But that's the deficit is not the problem. Problem is where they're at right now. Late stage of set number 1. Not a lot of wiggle room for the United States. Good pass. Rosenthal goes to Foley. Foley turned away. That is monster block number 5 for Iran. And from down by as many as 4 points, Iran with 3 set points now against the USA. USA calling their final timeout. And now they're in trouble. A lot of pressure on the shoulders of these under 21 athletes from the United States. Solid performance by the Iranians. They started off somewhat slow. We're down by as many as 4. An early timeout, in fact, by head coach Momeni Mukhadam at the 5-1 mark of the first set. But how quickly and how steadily they turned it around. And now with 3 set points against the USA. Good pass, Rosenthal. They go to the middle. Jordan, that's Doug. Excellent defense. Now a chance to put it away. The drop attempt. Larson pops it up. Foley against 2 blockers. Nowhere to go. The blocks of Iran stepping up big time here in set number 1. And when they turn it around, did a quick 180 late in set number 1 to get the dub against the United States. 25-21, a 4-point win in 25 minutes for the defending champions against the USA. The last of 2 semifinal matches inside the Jiangmen Sports Hall in this beautiful Jiangmen Sports Complex in the city of Jiangmen, province of Guangdong, southern China. A lot more matches going on in smaller volleyball courts and venues inside the complex. Classification matches involving other countries. But right now, the entire focus of the world and of volleyball TV is the second of 2 semifinal matches, the USA versus Iran. Iran winning the first 25-21. Are 2 sets away from a return to the finals, where waiting for them, their nemesis from 2023, Italy. Iran led by Mombeni with 6 points, all coming from attacks. Armin Gelichniazi with 4. Aryan Nejad with 3 points. Now, Sayed Matin chipping in 2. And scoring 1 point off the bench, Puya Ariaka. In the meantime, for the United States, Cole Hartke with 5, Sterling Foley with 4, Sean Kelly with 3, Travell Jordan and Jackson Christ with 1 point apiece. A lot of work cut out for John Hawks, the 4th, and the USA. After looking good at the start of set number 1, they faltered in the end. because of the relentless defensive pressure put on by Iran, scoring 4 block points and forcing the USA to 9 errors in the first set. Earlier today, Italy taking down the Czech Republic in 3 quick sets. So now only 1 spot remains, and these 2 teams are battling for the right to play for gold tomorrow. Set number 2 underway. Sterling Foley with a serve. Gili sets it up. Mombeni got it. And for the first time in the match, Iran is on the board first. Mombeni with 7 now. Serve into the net for Sayed Matin. Gives USA their first point. Trevor Jordan with 1 point, serving for the USA. Mombeni blocked. Coverage by Tabatabaei. And a push coming from Nejad is good. Ariane Nejad with point number 4. Now Armin Gelichniazi. He's got 4 points off 1 attack and 3 blocks. Oh, great serve. Larson chasing it down. Chance ball for Iran. Gili to Mombeni. Larson again. And there's a net touch against the USA as well. So Iran flexing early here in set number 2. A big smile on the face again of Coach Golamreza Momi Moghadam. Was a club coach from 2016 to 2025. He's on its 3rd club team, Sanat Garan Omid, but he's also the head coach of this under-21 national team of Iran, and he's doing a heck of a job. Left-handed push coming from Kelly is no good. Another block here for Iran. Oh, just shutting down the offense of the USA. An early timeout for the Americans, down by 3, 4-1. Second set, down a set after losing the first 25-21. Three-point run for the Iranians. And they're up 4-1 here in set number 2. They've got 2 attack points, 1 block point. Americans zip their only score coming from an error by Iran on the serve. Here's another point for the Americans. Now Tread Rosenthal with a full front line as he's set to serve. He's got Hartke, Jackson Christ, and Sterling Foley up front. Mombeni. Picked up by Foley in the back row. And Hartke with a hit. Floor coverage for Iran. Mombeni again. Bounces it off the block. And it lands in, so a block point for the Americans, their first of the second set. That ought to get them going. Defense usually fueling offense. They're going to credit that block to Jackson Christ. Overpass and an easy dump for Cole Hartke, the run is complete for the USA. They've scored 3 in a row, and the game is tied at 4. Cole Hartkey scoring his 6th point of the game, and now USA serving for the lead. Much better pass for Iran. Larson with a dig. Chance ball for the Iranians. Geely. Ooh, took a peek at the American setup and they were unable to attack. Tabatabae, the dig goes over. Larson passes. Kelly with a hook shot. And the block goes outside. The run continues for the USA. They've scored 4 in a row and now are up on top by 1. Iran now burning a timeout after the USA scored 4 unanswered points. Now adjustments are in order for the Iranians. After looking good at the start of the second set, all of a sudden they got shut down by the Americans and are now looking at a deficit of 1 point. Well, let's see if there will be any form of implementation after that timeout by Coach Golamreza Momi Mughadam. Good pass. Geely sets it up. And go to Mombeni. Mombeni is blocked. Coverage by Matin. Hit by Nejad. Is outside. Now the Iranians are aghast. They're asking for a block touch. No admission from the USA, so naturally a challenge is in order. The point has been awarded to the USA. And very quickly, already you saw the technical officials giving a thumbs up. I believe there was a touch. So that 6-4 you see on the right side of your screens, that may be overturned. Well, moment for Coach Momeni Mughadam. Give out instructions to Emran Geely, our starting setter. Averages 24 excellent sets per game. Geely, 27 excellent sets and 3 points in that 3-set win against China. Oof. And challenge successful, the team is right. So it's 5-all instead of 6-4. Iran gets the point. Mombeni with 7, still the leading scorer for Iran. May have a small frame, but he packs a punch on that swing. Just like that, right on cue. Mombeni, power on full display. His first ace of the game. Ali Mombeni with a missile. And Iran on top again, 6-5. After trailing by 1. Much better received from Sterling Foley. Sean Kelly, that's dug by Tabatabae. Aryan Nejad fires one in. Another break point for the Iranians. They've scored 2 in a row. In fact, they've scored 3 in a row, beg your pardon. Aryan Nejad with 6 points, all from attacks. Great response after the timeout by the Iranians. Now this one into the net. That'll be the second service fault for Iran here in set number 2. Sean Kelly to serve. Sean Kelly, 4 points, all from attacks. Returns the favor. First service fault for the USA, and Iran back up by 2. Arian Nejad. All his 6 points coming from attacks. Great pass by Kelly. Jackson Chris, that's popped up by Mombeni. Mombeni getting it back. Not a good dig coming from Rosenthal. This is going to be a tough save. Unsuccessful one, in fact, for Sterling Foley, and Iran is now up by 3. There's something about that Ali Mombeni swing. Right now, Americans finding it difficult to dig. Nejad continues to serve. Better pass by Larson. Christ, dug by Tabatabe. A push and a block. Foley denied. Gotta get a good look at that again. It looked like it was Emran Gili with a block. I cannot confirm. We'll get a good look here. Yep, it was Gili. Emran Gili one-on-one against Sterling Foley. And what a run here for the Iranians. After being down 4-5, they've gone on a 6-1 tear and are up by 4. Second set, and also up 1-0, in case you're just catching up with us on Volleyball TV. Nejad serving consecutively. A block again on Cole Hartke. Hartke rejected. That is block point number 3 for Iran. The run continues. USA calling a timeout. Now a 7-1 run by Iran. They're up by 5 already. Set number 2. So the block credited to Taha Bebudnia. Bebudnia scoring his 2nd consecutive block already. Now the U.S. coach John Hawks, the 4th, out of timeouts, and they haven't even reached the 10-point mark of set number 2. They made a run earlier when they were down 4-1 to take the lead by 1 at 5-4. Can they make another one here? Momentum belonging to Iran right now, although that could signal a shift. Service fault coming from Arian Nejad. Jackson Christ serving. Oh, gorgeous hit. Taha Bebudnia knocking it in. First attack point for Taha Bebudnia. He's got 3 already. Bebudnia, former best middle blocker. There he is, back in the 2022 Under-18 and the 2024 Under-20 Asian Championship. Nice serve. Rosenthal. A back row to Sean Kelly. That is Doug. Gili sets it up. And he goes to Syed Matin, who knocks it in. No runs for the USA. Right now, Iran just overflowing with confidence. You can see it in the body language of the players. Lead is up to 6 for Iran, 13-7. What a setup here for Gili to Matin. Bebudnia, 2nd straight serve. And this one through for Sebastiano Sani. Just checked in for the USA. Sani did not play in the last two games of the Americans, the win against Bulgaria and France. His last game was against Morocco, where he scored 12. Here's Cole Hartke with a serve. Oh, great pass by Tabata Bay. And a push coming from Martin. Attack from Travell Jordan. 2 in a row scored by the USA. Jordan picking up his second attack point of the match. Overpass. Larson to Rosenthal. A push by Sani. Martin with the easy over. Another opportunity to attack for the Americans. Back row. And that dig going over. Great save by the Iranians. Another chance ball for the USA. Sani got it. Three unanswered points scored by the Americans. Sebastiano Sani has got 2 off the bench here in the second set. Sani is 19 years old, stands 6'7", has a 43% attack rate efficiency. Twice Sani has scored in double digits, 19 versus Egypt, 12 against Morocco. What a lift off the bench he is today for Coach John Hawks IV. Good pass by Tabata Bay. Iranians trying to convert. Yes, they do. Armin Gelic Niazi bouncing it off the block of Travell Jordan to stop the bleeding. Four-point cushion still for Iran. From the back row, Hartke. No good. Americans, 3 attack faults, Iran only 1. Iran also with 3 block points. But they do have 4 service faults. Sani bounces it off the block. Gili, they go back row. Another set. Oh, and a block against Syed Matin. Second monster block for the USA here in set number 2. First monster block of the set coming from Christ, and then this one for the USA as they get within 4 again. Save is good. Excellent floor defense by the Americans. Gili, and another block. This time against Armin Gelic Niazi, the USA. And it's a block party now. From down 6, Americans are within 2. Beg your pardon, it's still a 3-point lead for Iran. 12-15, Sani with a nice serve. Gili all the way out to Mombeni. Larson chases it down. Kelly got it. Kelly down the line. That ball coming from behind him. And still made the proper adjustment to get the kill. Now it's a 2-point game. Both teams with 3 blocks each. Iran burning a timeout. They have 6-point lead, and it's just down to 2. Iran burning their final timeout. Both teams with no timeouts remaining moving forward. And we're just a little over halfway here in set number 2. Iran leading by as many as 6. The USA led by as many as 2. Both have been able to mount successful runs. The USA is right in the middle of one. Sebastiano Sani out of Long Beach State. Huge spark off the bench, but that serve is a miss. Service fault number 3 for the USA. Sayed Batin serving. Travell Jordan got it. Jordan with 5 points. What an angle for Travell Jordan, who serves for the USA now, only down by 2. Bad pass coming from Matin. A block against Nejad, but the adjustment coming from Gelic Niazi. Armin Gelic Niazi, never giving up on the play. 5 points now for Gelic Niazi. Taha Bebudnia checking back in for Iran. There's a challenge by the USA. It was a net touch challenge, and it's a successful one for the Americans. So it's now just a 1-point game. So that point for Armin Gelic Niazi is going to get wiped out. Now a chance to tie for the USA. Mombeni gets the line though. So no deadlock. Iran back up by 2. Mombeni now in double digits with 10 points. The only player to score 10 or more for both teams. Gelic Niazi, 5 points. Almost got an ace. Gili to Mombeni, going cross court and missing. So attack fault number 3 for Iran makes it a 1-point game. Former best setter, the 2022 Under-19 North and Central America and Caribbean Continental Cup. Quick attack from the middle for Taha Bebudnia. He's 4 points for Taha Bebudnia. And back to a 2-point cushion for Iran. Now Mombeni looking for point number 11. That didn't get it in return. That's the 5th service fault for Iran. USA still playing catch up for the last 7 minutes of this set number 2. Mombeni, that's dug by Larson. Sani, blocked. Get that weak stuff out of here, says Iran. Hang another look. Block could be on Bebudnia. Taha Bebudnia. Now a 2-point lead again for Iran. Rosenthal, tough set for Sani. Sani is rejected again. Back-to-back monster blocks for the Iranians. If that's on Taha, that's 2 monster blocks in the row. Yep, I believe, no, they credit that to Emran Gili. 2nd block for Gili. Could serve. Rosenthal. And Sani finally connecting. Sebastiano Sani stops the run of Iran with a side out. Sani off the bench with his 3rd point. Pass going over. Good save coming from Gili. A block versus Matin, but it goes outside. Matin will score his 4th point of the game, preventing a run by the USA and restoring a 3-point cushion. Substitution here. Shayan Merhabi checking in, while Larson back in for Christ. Meantime, there's a challenge, I believe. No challenge. Emran Gili will step out. Ariaka or Puya Ariaka returning. So 2 new players on the floor. One is Shayan Merhabi. Merhabi serving. Merhabi didn't play against China in the quarterfinals. That hit is right on the line. So Hartke with his 6th point of the game, as Emran Gili checking back in, and Taha Bebudnia also back in for Iran. So just 1 rotation sub for head coach Golamreza Momeni Moghadam. 2-point lead for Iran. A really bad pass here. Tough chase for Gili. Oh, but somehow Armin Gelic Niazi finding a way to put it through against the set defenders. 5 points now for Armin Gelic Niazi. Take a look at the shot against 3 defenders. 3 tall blockers. 3-point lead restored for the Iranians. 22 serving 19 and a full front line for Emran Gili. Good pass by Larson. 1-2 for Tread Rosenthal. Changing the pace a little bit just to catch the Iranians by surprise. And Sebastiano Sani, quality minutes off the bench here in set number 2. Gili. And Armin Gelic Niazi right on the face of Hartke. Gelic Niazi now with 7 points, and Iran back up by 3. Matin with a serve. Rosenthal. Hartke was not ready. Chance ball for the Iranians. Oh, that's an overreach against Tread. I'll make that Sean Kelly. Yeah, clearly Emran Gili trying to set it up still. And Sean Kelly just disrupted the play. Take another look here. So it's 4 set points for Iran, 24-20. Oh, outstanding serve for Iran. Went American sent an overpass, and that one easily put away by Armin Gelic Niazi again. He's got 8 points already. 25-20 win for the Iranians here in set number 2. After a seesaw battle and a war of runs all throughout the set, Iranians prevailed in the end and are now up 2-0. 1 set away from another appearance in the finals of the Under-21 World Championships. Back inside the Jiangmen Sports Hall, an 8,500-seater arena, one of the many venues inside the Jiangmen Sports Center in Guangdong Province, southern China. Hi everybody, thanks for watching our coverage of the 2025 Men's Under-21 World Championships on Volleyball TV. I'm Eric Dipan. The defending champions Iran, up 2-0 against the United States, winning the first 25-21 and the second 25-20. USA now with their backs against the wall in a must-win situation to stay alive for an opportunity to make it to the finals for the first time in history. USA, their best finish in the Under-21 World Championships, 4th place back in 2011. They lost the battle for 3rd versus Serbia in 4 sets. This is just their 2nd appearance after missing the World Championships in 2019 and 2021. They qualified as the gold medalists of the 2024 Men's Under-21 NORCECA Continental Championship. Meanwhile, Iran qualified because they're the defending champions. And this, the 2023 championship was their 2nd one after winning their first in 2019. They beat Italy 2 years ago. And then they're gonna, if they win the 3rd set, I don't wanna preempt anything or get ahead of myself, but if they do beat the USA, they'll meet Italy again. Italy winning against the Czech Republic in the first of 2 semifinal matches earlier today. Set 3 underway. Bad pass coming from Sean Kelly. Kelly adjusting, Kelly punching it through the triple block. He will not be denied. Sean Kelly now has 6 points, all from attacks. Rosenthal with 1. But Rosenthal already with 52 excellent sets. Mombeni. Mombeni with 11. That's a super spike, says the Coliseum announcer. And I would have to agree. Take a look at this. Just catching the outer part of the line. Outstanding hitting by Amin or Ali Mombeni. Served by Sayed Matin, the tough chase. Even for the 6'10", Cole Hartke. Service ace, the first one of set number 3. Matin with 5 points. That's his first ace. Straight into a service fault for the first or second point of the USA. Tied at 2-all. Kelly with a serve. Good pass by Tabatabe. Combination play. Oh, just poetry in motion as Ariane Nejad knocks it in. 7 points now for Ariane Nejad. Armin Gelichniazi serving. He's got 8 points, second leading scorer for Iran. Another bad pass here from Larson. So an easy over for the Americans. Chance ball for Iran. They go to the middle. And Taha Bebudnia almost got it in. Yes, he did. A late call. But there's a floor touch already. Taha now with 6 points. Another service fault for Iran. That is number 3 already. I beg your pardon, that's 2. Jackson Christ to serve for the USA. What a receive from Tabatabae. Combination play. Rejected. Say it, Mati, nowhere to go. The USA stepping up on defense at the net. First monster block of the set coming from the Americans. Cole Hartke with a rejection. That is the second block for Hartke. He's got 8 points. I believe there's an injury. It's Emran Gili getting looked at. Seems to be okay now. He's got up on his feet. Let's see what happened. There's Gili setting it up. Oh, got hit by the ball in the eye perhaps after the block. He's going to be fine. That's good to see. 4-all. Christ with a serve. Overpass. Rosenthal to Travell Jordan. Tabatabae now with a nice dig. Nejad blocked. Nejad tries again. The up by Jackson Christ. Here's Hartke. Tabatabae pops it up. Gili. Now to Mombeni. Got it. Mombeni with another super spike. 12 points now for Ali Mombeni. And Iran back up by 1. Underhand set for Rosenthal. Foley punches it through. Looked like an off-system play. Somehow, Sterling Foley knocks it in. Foley has been quiet after scoring 4 points in the first set. Foley didn't score in the second set. That's just his first point since the first set. 5-all. Good pass by Tabatabae. Mombeni again, off the block. Mombeni with back-to-back points. 12 now for Mombeni. And Iran back up by 1. There's just no stopping Ali Mombeni. Nejad with the serve. Good push by Foley. He's got a couple of points already. That set was away from Sterling Foley. He had to use the left hand for it. So Foley's offense coming alive here in set number 3. He's got 6, 4 in the first set, none in the second set, but a couple here. Although he does throw a serve away. That's a first service fault for the Americans in the third set. Now to serve is Taha Bebudnia. Coming off a monster 14-point performance, including 5 blocks against China. Taha Bebudnia today with 6 points, but commits the third service fault for Iran. Travell Jordan serving at 7-all. Mombeni again. Mombeni is just punching holes through the defense of the USA. Right now, it's looking like Swiss cheese there for Mombeni. 14 points for Ali Mombeni. And Iran back up by 1. Emran Gili with a full front line. Combination play, and Sean Kelly answers right back for the USA. Kelly with his 6th point. Tight contest, set number 3. And push again. Who else? Ali Mombeni, 15 points. Americans have never led here in the third set. Been playing catch up. I mean, there have been several deadlocks, but USA can't punch through that barrier. And again, Mombeni, he scored the last 3 points of Iran. Now a 2-point lead as Mombeni gets his 15th point of the game. And just a bad pass from Rosenthal. Look at some of the Iranian fans inside the sports hall in Jiangmen. Service fault. That is number 4 for Iran. Sean Kelly serving. Nice block by Cole Hartke. Now is a weak attempt by any measure by Aryan Nejad. 10-all. A 2-point run for the USA. And the service out. Second service fault for the USA. Back up by 1 is Iran. Armin Gelichniazi serving. Gelichniazi, 8 points. He's coming off 3 straight games in double digits. 12 versus Poland, 18 versus Argentina, and 10 against China. Here's another overpass, and that is easily put away. No. Yes, it is. It was a late call, but 4 touches against the USA already. Timeout. The USA down by 2, 12-10, and down 2 sets to nothing against Iran. Well, Coach John Hawks IV under some pressure here in set number 3. They're down 2 sets to nothing and down by 2 points. Calling his first timeout. One timeout remaining for the US. Still 2 for Iran. Chris will get it through. Another service fault for the USA. That is going to be number 3. Challenge by the USA. Might as well. Get it right. Caught the line. Successful challenge for Coach Hawks IV. Game is tied at 12. Dig, or the receive going over. Combination play. Tabatabe, the dig goes over. And A net touch they call against Sean Kelly. Either it was a net touch or a crossing the center line, with Kelly relacing his shoes and he's back on his feet. Iran protecting a 1-point lead, and their top scorer, Ali Mombeni, set to serve. Mombeni 16 points off 15 attacks and 1 ace. Good pass by Larson. Hartke. Yes, Cole Hartke. Well, tie the game. Hartke now with 10, first American in double digits. But the serve is out. Service fault number 3 for the USA, and Iran back up by 1. It's the risk you take, try and prevent the opposing team from getting a good pass, so you load up on the serve, but it's always a 50-50 at best. Maybe if you're a really good server, 70-30. Rosenthal looking for Foley. Foley is rejected, and Iran easily back up by 2. Block coming from Emran Gili. That's going to be block number 3 for Gili. First block point for Iran here in set number 3. Short pass. Foley got it. Sterling Foley, his 3rd point in the 3rd set. He's got 6 in total. Make that 7 for Foley. 3 points here in set number 3. Foley with a serve. It's outside. Back-to-back service faults for the USA. That's number 4. Taha Bebudnia serving. Taha with 7 points. Bad pass for Larson. And Hartke sends it into the net. The lead is now 3 points for Iran. Much better pass from Kellen Larson. Travell Jordan, that's Doug. Easy over coming from Matin. Kelly with a bit of a hook shot. And Kelly now with 8 points. Iran better be careful. They can get careless with the passes. Cannot afford to give USA any opening here, because this is also a talented bunch. Coach John Hawks IV. Travell Jordan with a nice serve. Mombeni. Popped up by Hartke. Hartke, back row. Got it! Goal, Hartke. 11 points now, and it's a 1-point game. Serving to tie the game, Travell Jordan. Ooh, from the middle, Armin Galichniazi says there will be no deadlock. Armin Galichniazi now at 9 points. Ranjili, a 19-year-old starting setter. Best setter in the 2022 Under-18 and 2024 Under-20 Asian Championships. Hartke. The save is good. Mombeni will send it over, but it does not cross in between the antennas, so it is outside. Side out, USA, down by 1. Rosenthal getting ready to serve. The A-board got damaged, and that's what we're waiting for. The kids are fixing it up, getting it aligned and everything. It'll look pretty for the TV. All right, everything is good to go. '19-year-old Rosenthal with a serve. And Benny got it. Mombeni with 17 points. How good is this kid, Ali Mombeni? I mean, not really that tall, 6'5". And he's got some power in that right arm and exceptional leaping ability. Sayed Matin serving Iran up by 2. Larson with a pass. Hartke with a push. And a hit from the back row by Matin. Jackson Chris taking advantage as Iran was scrambling defensively, attacking from the middle. Jackson Chris scoring his 5th point of the game. For the USA, this playing catch-up has to stop now, otherwise they will say goodbye to their hopes of a finals appearance. Mombeni with a two-handed push. Rosenthal sets it up. They go to Hartke. Hartke with a push. Great dig by Tabatabe. Nejad blocked. Chile to Mombeni. Mombeni is rejected. USA got him figured in that sequence. And a monster block, the second one for the United States, ties the game at 19. Sterling Foley with the rejection. Foley with his first block of the game. He's got 8 points. Timeout, Iran. It's not a surprise that this one is going down the wire. 19 all, raised to score 6 points on what could be the final set of the semifinal matchup. Great serve by Kelly. Off the block, outside, superb hit coming from Amin Gelniachi. For Gelniachi, that is going to be point number 9. Iran back up by 1. Not a safe lead, as you may have noticed this entire third set. Hartke off the block, ties the game. Cole Hartke now with 12 points. Make that 13 for Hartke. 10 attacks, 3 blocks. Jackson Christ with 1 ace already. 5 points in total. Serves it outside. Could be a crucial error right now for the USA. That's their 5th service fault, but more importantly, giving Iran a 1-point lead. Mombeni is serving. Service ace almost. Easy over for Rosenthal. Chance ball for Iran. Mombeni got it. Mombeni with 17 and a 2-point lead for Iran. The USA will burn their last timeout as we admire this hit by the talented Ali Mombeni of Iran. Iran in a good position after the USA timeout. No more timeouts remaining for the USA. Iran one more left. Mombeni serving. 18 points for Mombeni. A good pass for the USA. Travell Jordan, that was dug by Tabatabe. Nejad. Larson picks it up. The save is good for Christ. Mombeni again. Mombeni with 19 points. The marvelous Mr. Mombeni gives Iran a 3-point cushion late in the third set. Who else to try and serve it out but Ali Mombeni? Iran 2 points away from another finals appearance. Broken play for the USA. There's a block against Hartke. Hartke with the easy over. Combination play. Iran drills that one in. It is 4 match points for the defending champions. Oh, this one's a beauty. Sayed Matin flying in from the back row, firing on all cylinders and knocking it in. Matin with 5 points. And again, how fitting that the top scorer of Iran, Ali Mombeni, with 19 points to serve it out. That was behind Hartke. Hartke with the attack fault. The set was not ideal, and it's the error on the attack that gives Iran the winning point in set number 3, and the celebration begins. They're back in the finals for the 3rd time in history and a chance to defend their crown. Iranians sweeping the Americans in straight sets, 25-21, 25-20, and 25-20. 8 errors crucial in the 3rd set for the USA, only 4 for Iran, playing cleanly and showing everybody why they deserve to be back in the finals to try and win their 3rd gold medal in the Under-21 World Championships. Obviously not the outcome Americans wanted, but they put up a good fight nevertheless. Picked up 13 points for Hartke. He's the only player in double digits. Meanwhile, for Iran, 2 players in double digits, led by Ali Mombeni with 19, and 20 points for Armin Gelic-Niazi. A successful trip in the semifinals for Coach Golamreza Momeni Moghadam. There is the confirmation of the 3-set win by Iran. Again,